What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about Jamie Foxx, actor Jamie Foxx. He has some things to say to Stephen A. Smith. He doesn't like the fact that Stephen A. Smith is harshly criticizing Ben Simmons. I've had my criticisms of Stephen A. Smith, especially in regards to Kyrie Irving, how he was trying to shame him because he didn't get the jab, calling him selfish. And in regards to Ben Simmons, listen, I've had my own criticisms of Ben Simmons. I felt like he got traded, he got what he wanted, but he barely did anything with the Nets. It's like now he's just collecting a check. Does he care about basketball anymore? Because he had all that time off. I believe he may have just gotten engaged to his girlfriend, and maybe he has other things on his mind. So I can understand that, Stephen A. is looking at it and saying, you know what, Ben Simmons, you get traded and it doesn't seem like you care. You're coming off as if you don't care. The interesting thing is Jamie Foxx getting involved, and he feels like Stephen A. Smith has smoke for black players, but none towards the Aaron Rodgers of the world. And I think this is also highlighted by the fact that Stephen A. Smith is apologizing to Daryl Morey, the general manager of the 76ers, over the trade for Ben Simmons. So people have their thoughts about Stephen A. I have mine. I think he has been compromised by the big paycheck he's getting and the ego. And, but that's just Stephen A. Let's get into this article from All Hip Hop. It says, sports pundits such as ESPN Stephen A. Smith questioned Ben Simmons' decision not to play for the Brooklyn Nets in the team's playoff game against the Boston Celtics. Smith went on a tirade because against the Australian-born basketball player. Ben Simmons might also be the weakest, most pathetic excuse for a professional athlete we have ever seen in not just American history, but history of sports, said Stephen A. Smith on his First Take show. The Shade Room shared Smith's commentary on Instagram, which amassed 1.2 million views and 7,000 comments on the page. Oscar-winning actor, Grammy-winning singer Jamie Foxx added his thoughts under the post as well. And this is here. I want y'all to see it there. Said, this is completely unfair. Ben Simmons has a family. This man has people that love him. And this man just plays basketball. But to be dragged through the mud like this is unfair. And why is it that at Stephen A. Smith, you only go at basketball players? You completely mute when it comes to the Tom Brady's, the Aaron Rodgers of the world. You get where I'm going. Stop it, bruh. It's out of bounds. So that is what he had to say. Well, let me read this right here. It says, Ben Simmons reportedly suffered a herniated disc in his back that prevented him from returning to the court. He also expressed concerns about his mental readiness. The Celtics defeated the Nets 116-112 on Monday, sweeping the Brooklyn team in the best-of-7 series. So he had injury problems, but he's also talked about having mental problems. And listen, I have been critical of Ben Simmons. I've talked about the fact that financially he may not be in the best spot. He was losing game checks. He was losing money sitting out with the 76ers. He got traded. We've heard about his mental health. We've heard about now his injury issues. Listen, I understand that Stephen A. Smith is talking about the mental toughness of players. I feel like athletes of today, some, not all, there's some of these guys that are not mentally tough. Draymond Green even talked about how he feels like players of today are soft. They don't trash talk. He tries to trash talk with them. They don't do it. I just think that's the mentality of nowadays athletes. A lot of these guys really don't care like that, Not all, but some of these guys don't. They don't have that fire. They're good with just getting by. They're good with just being successful at basketball, but the competitive fire isn't necessarily there. And in regards to Stephen A. Smith, listen, when a lot of people say the same thing about you, Stephen, that's a problem. And I think Stephen A. Smith gets away with going at people. He did it with KD, even though KD's mother has had to check Stephen A. Smith. Now Jamie Foxx is checking Stephen A. Smith. He goes at the easiest targets. But I understand that, listen, there are athletes of today that are not mentally tough like, you would think they would be. But to say he's like the weakest, like, I don't know about that. I do think he's a guy that's unfocused. I do think that Ben Simmons may care more about what's going on off the court than what's going on the court. But Stephen A. Smith is known to attack people who are not going to fight him back or are going to be lackadaisical. They're not really going to go at him. So he goes at easy targets. So speaking of easy targets, let's go at him apologizing to Daryl Morey over the trade. On February 10th, the Philadelphia 76ers made their big trade with the Brooklyn Nets, sending disgruntled star Ben Simmons to New York in exchange for James Harden. The deal seemed as if it was a win-win. Both sides seemed to get what they wanted. ESPN's Stephen A. Smith said at the time that the Nets clearly won the deal. He cited Ben Simmons being able to set up both Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and that he would seamlessly fit in there. Fast forward to the present, Simmons has not yet played for Brooklyn, which is on the verge of being swept. Well, they already got swept in the first round. Harden has not been the explosive scorer he was in Houston, but it's clear that the Sixers won the trade for this season. Smith apologized to Daryl Morey and the Sixers for his original thought. As a result, there are certain facts that need to be thrown out there. Daryl Morey won this trade now. I gotta stand up and be like, Daryl Morey, my bad, brother. I thought you lost this trade. I was thinking Ben Simmons with Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks. You got hosed. Daryl Morey knew something the rest of us didn't. My apologies, Daryl Morey. He won this damn trade because I don't give a damn how James Harden doesn't look like James Harden in Houston. He still can ball, still can give you 20 and 10. All right, but he's not the James Harden in Houston. I don't give a damn. He could average 5 points and he's a better product than Ben Simmons. That's how pathetic Ben Simmons is right now. So Daryl Morey clearly won the trade. I'm very critical of Ben Simmons. I do feel like, again, his focus is not basketball. Now the Nets is talking about the herniated disc in his back. Did he have the herniated disc when he was trying to get traded out of Philadelphia? Now, unless he has, again, legitimate injuries that's keeping him out of action, it looks to me that he doesn't care. It looks to me that Ben Simmons doesn't care. He's showing up in his bright outfit. He's not playing. It's like, you got the trade that you wanted. Are you working hard to get on the court? It doesn't seem like it. It just seems like he's comfortable where he is in life. He's got the money. He's got the fame. He's got the girl that he wants. He's comfortable now. And I think the trade could have been a distraction because he may not have even wanted to play this season. I'm really starting to doubt if Ben Simmons wanted to be traded this year. Wanted to play this year. Because it's looking to me like he didn't even want to play. So I can understand where Stephen A. is coming from in this situation, but he went about it in a way to garner attention for himself, and he got some smoke from Jamie Foxx. And Jamie Foxx should go on the show and debate him, but that would put the attention on First Take, get them ratings. I'm pretty sure this might be what's setting it up. But I don't think Stephen A. Smith is 100% wrong. I do think that Ben Simmons is not out there giving his full attention to basketball. I think he's comfortable. I think Ben Simmons is just comfortable. That's why you have Reggie Miller saying what he is saying. Let's look at what Reggie Miller said. Says, come on, man, out for game 4 when it was rumored you were going to make your debut. This dude has zero competitive fire. As small a chance as the Nets have to come back in this series, you still have KD and Kyrie. All you need is one game and take it from there. Hashtag man up. Ben Simmons knew the season was over. Ben Simmons knew that he was one game away from the season being over and he can go into the offseason. For Kendrick Perkins, Ben Simmons has officially completed the biggest heist in NBA history. He really set out an entire season. Carry on. Ben Simmons now targeting Game 7 or Game 8. Details to come. This is another quote from Stephen A. Smith. I feel bad for anybody who was his teammate. He quit on LSU. He quit on the 76ers. And now he ain't showing up for the Brooklyn Nets. Protesters have come courtside. Protesters have more court time than Ben Simmons this season. Ben Simmons saw what Tatum did to KD in Game 3 and asked for a doctor's note. That's insane. Ben Simmons abusing the unlimited PTO policy. Every time I see Ben Simmons update about anything, I'm legitimately shocked he does not play for the Orlando Magic. Ben Simmons is going to get traded to Magic in 2 years and is going to show up in old team photos like Jack Nicholson in the party photo at the end of The Shining. He's already been on the Orlando Magic. He just didn't know it yet. Nets are listing Ben Simmons out for Game 4 against the Celtics. Ben Simmons, we're short-staffed for tonight. Damn, that's crazy. Good luck, though. I could see that being Ben Simmons. Listen, I'm telling you, man, the guy, I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares, man. But as much money as he's spending, he needs to care. Because and I'll put the link in the description, I already went over the fact that financially, this guy might be in a hole. But we'll see what happens, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Like this video, share it, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see you on the next one.